Hey guys, welcome to Meow Club, doing another deck tech. Once again, this is the first draft of a deck, so I've play tested it once and it didn't work that great. I've tweaked it a little bit, but anyway, let's have a look at it. It's a TEMUR, which is, if you don't know, red, green, blue, which is not my usual colours. Looks like a mess, but we're going to go through it. Okay, so the most important cards in the deck: four Noose Constrictors. So this is a discard trigger. You can discard a card and give it 1/1 till end of turn. It's also got reach. The whole idea of the deck is discarding cards, really. So if you're lucky and you get this out early, you can discard your whole hand and smash them with it. This is another card which is important, Flameblade Adept. It's got Menace. Whenever you discard a card, it gets 1/0. So if you can get this working with this, you've got some pretty powerful swingers coming in. And there are also 4 Drake Havens. So it's a 3-mana enchantment. Whenever you cycle or discard a card, you can pay 1 to make a 2/2 Drake creature token with flying. I probably don't actually need 4 of these in here, but I'm going to keep play testing and see what happens. And I've got 4 Deathcap Cultivators for mana ramp, and I'm running 1 black card in here. Shadow of the Grave. Return to your hand all cards in your graveyard that you cycled or discarded this turn. So that makes a nice little combo. Let's look at the mana base actually. So what's that? 5 mountains there. I've got 8 forests. Six islands. 2 Painted Bluffs for mana fixing, and I've got a Sheltered Thicket and a Fetid Pools and cycling lands. 2 Loam Dryads. They can tap another creature to make mana. That's just some ramp. Okay, I've got 2 of these mainly because they've got cycling for 1 mana. This thing's very similar, again cycling in case I don't have blue mana. Card draw is very important in here. So 2 Tormenting Voice, discard a card to draw 2. Fling is going to combo with the other creatures if I can get them big enough. Prophetic Ravings gives something haste and it can tap to discard draw. Obviously you want to be discarding. Fiery Temper, one of those. Try and get some madness value. Splendid Reclamation, return all lands from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. That's handy if you've thrown them all away. We've got a Fevered Visions for some card draw and just damaging your opponent. Cultivator's Caravan, one of those for some mana fixing and a good blocker. Censor, that has cycling and it's also very useful. Curator of Mysteries has cycling, also useful. Pull from Tomorrow to replenish our hand after we've discarded anything. This is great because it's cycling and card draw on 1 card. 2 of those. Commit to Memory, one of these as a backup plan. Not so worried about this side, but the aftermath, we shuffle our hand and graveyard into our library and draw 7 cards. That's going to be very useful. So that's the deck. The idea is just to get a load of drakes, swamp your opponent, or get these guys huge and just smash them and maybe fling them to take out our opponents in 1 hit. I saw a video where you can actually get a turn 3 kill with these guys, but that's unlikely to happen with my deck because it's not ginned. So I'm playing the long game in this, trying to get a lot of drakes. So yeah, I will, as I said, it's first draft. I'll be play testing it tomorrow. Played it once, seems like a lot of fun. Obviously needs a lot of tweaking. I'll show you the sideboard I've got at the moment. So Cartouche of Zeal gives something haste for 1. Another River Serpent, you've seen that. Wildest Dreams, return X cards from your graveyard to your hand. That's a pretty handy finisher if I can ramp up to it. Bit of land destruction, another Fiery Temper. Bring to Light. Actually, that's not very good in here. That can go out. Karizev's Expertise. Magma Spray, couple of those. This guy I was thinking just for some madness value and some card draw. Rishka, pretty much great in all green decks. Enigma Drake ×2, as we're discarding a lot. Cancel, always like to have a cancel in the sideboard. 2 Blazing Volleys, 1 damage to each of their creatures. Another Strong Kirk. 2 Honoured Hydras, I was thinking I can probably dump them in the graveyard and cast them for Embalm. And a Wharf Infiltrator that makes a 3/2 Eldrazi every time I discard a creature. So thanks for watching, guys, hope you found that helpful. Excited to play this deck. I think it's quite a funny idea. Don't normally play these colours, so that's going to be fun. I'm going to start playing these colours because they seem pretty strong at the moment. So catch you next time.